that God bless our cherished ally, the State of Israel. God bless America.
Bomb Squad!
Okay, so welcome back to Boricua Science Nation, my people. Let me just salute my people from Puerto Rico, my people from Chicago, and the United States as a whole. Greatest nation in the world. Hoorah! Okay, so let's get on to this. I'm gonna start by saying, sometimes you get some critics, and when you get some critics from the people who are against a fighter that you like, it's okay, I can understand that. But when you get some critics from people that are supposed to be on your side and on the side of your fighter, because they are Puerto Ricans or they are Americans, that's hurtful, man. I'm telling you, it's hurtful. It is like you're going against your son. You have a son, and your son is fighting someone that you think that guy is gonna beat your son. You're still gonna support your son, You're not gonna go against your son, because there's some people who say, I like this guy, and I'm Puerto Rican or I'm American, and but if it's doing something wrong and if it's doing something that I don't like, I'm not gonna support him. That's like saying, right now, Edgar Berlanga is fighting Demon Nickerson. Okay, so in his next fight, he said in an interview in Instagram that he would like to fight Afni Georgia because he knows that he can fight. He can knock him out in the first round. He says that he wanted to fight the guy in his next fight after fighting Nickerson. That doesn't mean he's fighting Afni Georgia. Just because he said that he wants to fight the guy next doesn't mean that he's gonna fight him. He's not gonna fight that guy, okay? And even if it did, to demonstrate that he can knock him out in the first round, I'm gonna support him. I'm not gonna go against him because he wants to show something. He wants to make a statement that he can knock out the guy in the first round. Something that Canelo couldn't do. Okay? But he's not fighting the guy. He's not. It will be a real big surprise for me if he fights this guy next. He's not fighting him. He just said that because he wanted to just make a comparison. It's just like this guy Ronald Cabro, the guy who fought Benavides twice. This guy had no punching power. The guy was a nobody. Nobody knew that guy. He had the opportunity to fight for a title against Benavides, and the guy knocked down Benavides in the first round and lasted Benavides 12 rounds in the two fights. Benavides beat him, couldn't knock him out, and the guy couldn't punch. The guy doesn't have no punching power. Okay, he has no punching power, and we can see that here. Let's check him out. Let's go, Obi. There are many people. There's this other people saying, this other guy saying, Berlanga got knocked out in amateur many times. Look, amateur is not the same as professional, man. It's not the same. Berlanga wasn't a puncher in amateur. And the guy then comes out and says, I'm not talking about that he was a puncher or not. But if you want to make a comparison, You're bringing up a comparison from amateur that he got knocked out in amateur. He wasn't a puncher either. Okay, he has knocked out all his opponents in the first round. All his opponents that has a better record than David Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez, and even Mike Tyson. Okay, so I really can't understand these people, man. I'm telling you, I really can't understand this. Okay, here's Ronald Gabriel. What the hell is that? This is crazy. This is crazy. Let me just look for it. Benavidez. Okay. David. Here he is. He had 18-1 the first time he fought on. There he is. This is the same guy. You see? And the other picture, and the other site that I looked for him, he had an 8-7 record. I was like, what's that? Take a look at this. The guy is 2016. Well, he has some punching power. He has some punching power, and 3 losses. He's never been knocked out. Okay, I don't know if he's been knocked out. Not knocked down. Be announced. Okay, so he's fighting on May 7th against an opponent that has not been he has knocked out his last 2 opponents. Take a look at the records. Take a look at the records. 13-5, 10-11. One guy from Mexico, the other guy from the US. Okay, so just take a look at the guys he has knocked out. He fought this guy. Okay, he fought Benavidez twice. Before fighting Benavidez, his best opponent is. Okay, let me look at it. He's got one here, 11-0, 11-1 right here. 10-3. Man, I'm telling you, this guy hasn't fought anybody. 21-7, 27-6, 25-7, 24-6, 26-6, 16-5. And Benavidez was his best opponent. You see, this guy hasn't fought nobody. Nobody. How can this guy get a chance to fight for a title when he hasn't fought anybody? He had 1 loss in his first fight against Benavidez. He had 1 loss. Okay, so just take a look at that. I'm not making things up. I'm not making things up. Let's take a look at the records combined. Edgar Berlanga once again. And I'm not here to try to support Puerto Ricans only, because that's not my thing, you know. That's not my thing. I'm an American. I support Puerto Ricans and I support Americans. Okay, so here we are. This is the guy who had 18 first-round knockouts. 18 first-round knockouts in a row. This guy retired undefeated because he died. He passed away. I think it was in an accident or something like that. But I support Americans. 18 fights. First round knockout streak. His opponent's record. Take a look at this. 117 and 92 losses. His opponent records. Okay? Canelo Alvarez. In his first 16 fights, he didn't knock them all out in the first round. His opponent's records. He had 22 fights in Mexico in a row. You can check it out if you want. 72 wins and 65 losses. Edgar Berlanga. Okay, there you have it. First 16 round knockout streaks. Okay, first 16 first round knockout streaks. His opponent's records. Take a look at this. The best. The best. This guy in 19 he had 19 first round knockouts. But look at his opponent records. 63 and 108. How can you compare that to this? How can you compare that to this? Huh? Tell me. I want to know. This guy, 70-0 in his first 21 fights. Record. You can check him out. All his fights were in Germany. All his fights. He didn't fight in the US or any other country. You cannot use this streak as a record. You cannot compare this to any other record because the guy didn't fight in the US where the best fighters go and fight. He fought people from his country. Okay? Only from his country. Okay? So this is something that you cannot use. You just cannot use it. To say, oh, this guy beat 21 guys in the first round. He knocked them all out. And this guy passed away as well. He was a military. He was a soldier. He lost his life in battle. I think he did. Okay. Let's keep moving on. Okay. There you have him. David Benavidez. In his first 16 opponents, that he did not knock them all out in the first round. 116 and 67 losses. Not even close to Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga had more than 50 more wins than him. 50 more wins. Okay? So that is what I'm trying to say. There are these people coming out, Berlanga got knocked out he got knocked out in sparring or in the amateur. It's not the same thing, man. 59 fights. 59 more fights than this guy. Edgar Berlanga, his opponents combined. Wins. His opponents winning record combined. 59 more, almost 60 more fights. Okay? And the other one is this one right here. The great one. The legend. One of the biggest legends in boxing history. One of the biggest legends in boxing history. Okay? Take a look at this. Mike Tyson. Just for haters that think I'm fighting bums. I don't lie. Mike Tyson. 125 wins, 87 losses in his first 16 opponents. And Mike Tyson didn't knock them out all in the first round. Here's Edgar Berlanga's record. I already showed it to you. 175 and 67 losses. There you have it. That's it. Okay, so that's the thing, you know. That's the thing. You cannot compare one thing to the other. You cannot do that. And I'm for Americans as I'm for Puerto Ricans, because when Errol Spence fought Danny Garcia, I was for Errol Spence. When Cotto fought Mayweather, I was for Mayweather. Okay, so let's just stop for the thing. I'm an American. If any of these guys, a Black American, a Puerto Rican American, a Mexican American fights a guy from Europe, any guy, I'm for the American. I'm gonna go for the American. Okay. Because when Canelo fought this guy, Caleb Smith, I was for Canelo. I'm for Benavidez. So he fights a guy that I like better. Okay? Right now, my fighters, my best fighters, you know, all the people that know me know that my best fighters are are Deontay Wilder and Edgar Berlanga. Those are my two best fighters right now. And then I have Edward Spence. I have Terence Crawford. I have the David Benavidez. I have the Charlos. I have the David Morel, who's growing, who's coming up. I have the Canelo Alvarez, Caleb Plant. I like all of these fighters, man. But if they fight Edgar Berlanga, and I'm going for Edgar Berlanga, if they fight Deontay Wilder, I'm for Deontay Wilder. Okay, so that's the thing. And right now, if we change the subject and we talk about Deontay Wilder and this cheater Tyson Fury, who is just trying, he's still trying till this day, like Deontay Wilder says, he's still trying to run from Deontay Wilder. He's still trying to run from Deontay Wilder. Okay. The guy is still trying to run. The guy is still trying to make the fight against Anthony. These people are still trying to make the fight against Anthony Joshua. And I don't even think Tyson Fury wants to fight against Anthony Joshua. This guy just wants to retire. If you see Deontay Wilder is just laying back. He just chose some pictures on Instagram where he's real relaxed. You know, he's just waiting. He's just waiting for the day. And I'm telling you that these people won't be able to make this fight against Anthony Joshua. If they do, it will be a big surprise. Big surprise. And if they do, there's going to be some consequences against these people if they do that. Big consequences. Okay? So that's all I have, my people. I'm not going to make this long. I wanted to talk about Edgar Berlanga because there's some haters out there talking about, he got knocked out in sparring. Just wait till they touch his chin. Are you telling me they haven't touched his chin in all the fights, in the 16 fights that he has had? They haven't touched his chin. He's just knocking the guy. The guys are just there to get hit, and they haven't hit Berlanga. Watch the fights. Watch the fights. He's got great defense. He's got great boxing. He might not have the great chin, but even Felix Trinidad got dropped many times. And he came back. He came back and knocked out his opponents almost all the time. So saying that he got knocked out in sparring or he got knocked out in amateur is not the same. It's just not the same. You know what? When you have this thing that they use to protect their heads, you cannot see. You cannot see the punches coming. The same way that when you don't have that headgear on. You know, that's the name, headgear. Okay, but if you don't have that, you can't see the punches coming. If you have it, sometimes you can't because you cannot see to your side, and it could be coming a punch from the side that you don't see, and that could drop you. It's not the same. It's not the same. And even he could have got he could get dropped in professional. Nobody, I'm telling you, nobody's indestructible. Nobody's invincible. Anybody could get beat. Anybody. But I'm riding with my guy to the end. That's my guy from Puerto Rico. Okay? And I'm going to support him to the end. That's all, my guy. That's all I have. Okay? Just like I'm going to support Deontay Wilder to the end. Like I have said before, I'm an American and then I'm a Puerto Rican. We're here and we live the way we live in Puerto Rico thanks to the United States of America. Okay? And that's all I have, my people. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Like I always said, man, subscribe to my channel, family, Boricua Science Nation. My name's Daniel Peña. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and follow me on Twitter, family. Okay, I'm gonna be here just talking the truth. That's all, and showing evidence of everything that I talk about. I show evidence, my people, of everything that I talk about. Okay, I don't go by just talking and by just saying something. No, it's not like that. I like to show evidence. Okay. Thanks a lot once again, my people. God bless Israel. God bless the United States of America. And God bless you all, my people. I will see you in my next video. Later.